Everybody, welcome to another video. Today, my name is Chris, and yesterday it was announced that At Home filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The home goods retailer will close 26 underperforming stores by the fall after it filed for bankruptcy. At Home Furniture and Decor retailer based in Coppell, Texas, filed for bankruptcy as a result of broader economic and retail-specific market pressures. As a result, 26 stores from California on the West Coast to New York on the East Coast will close by September 30th. So this is going to be the list. Given associated expenses with brick-and-mortar operations and issues affecting the retail industry, a number of at-home remaining stores are operating on suboptimal performance levels. As part of the bankruptcy, the ownership of at-home will be transferred to a group of hedge fund investment firms based in New York City and San Francisco, California. That is never a good thing, because if it's being hedge funds and private equity, that means this company is probably going to not be going down on a not-so-great path. So these are the locations that will be closing as per court documents, which I will link in the description below for you guys to view. So we have the At Home store in Rego Park, New York, the At Home store in the Bronx, New York, the At Home store in San Jose, California, the At Home store in Tustin, California, the At Home store in North Miami, Florida, the At Home store in Costa Mesa, California, the At Home store in Pasadena, California, the At Home store in Chico, California, the At Home store in Rochester, Minnesota, the At Home store in Foothill Ranch, California, the At Home store in Bellingham, Washington, the At Home store in Sacramento, California, the At Home store in Middle Township, New Jersey, the At Home store in Long Beach, California, the At Home store in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the At Home store in Yakima, Washington, the At Home store in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, the At Home store in Pasadena, Illinois, the At Home store in Manassas, Virginia, the At Home store in Ledgewood, New Jersey, the At Home store in Princeton, New Jersey, the At Home store in Denham, Massachusetts, the At Home store in the At Home store in Billings, Montana, the At Home store in Leesburg, Virginia, the At Home store in Washita, Wisconsin, and the At Home store in Crestwood, Illinois. So all the 26 stores will close by September 30th of 2025, and people will unfortunately be losing their job at these locations. So very unfortunate. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link to the article and the list will be in the description below, and that will be it.